Governor Whitmer and state Democrats are trying to hammer out a budget with Republicans.
But as our Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic reports, the two sides are pulling in opposite directions.
Here's the lay of the land. The governor proposed an $80 billion plus state budget. Last week, the Senate Democrats bumped the governor's figure by $1 billion. So while the D's hope to spend more money for state services, the Republicans are headed in the opposite direction.
So in other words, you're going to cut Democratic programs.
I am not going to cut Democratic or Republican programs. I'm going to cut what does not have value for the Michigan taxpayers. That's what we have to cut.
The House Republican Budget Chair reports that some items will be sacrosanct, meaning they will not be cut.
I think that we can make cuts without jeopardizing education, public safety, our veterans, making sure the prisons can run.
The Republican chairwoman, however, will do a deep dive into where the $9 billion in federal COVID dollars went, with an eye towards possibly cutting back some of those programs. She also wants to eliminate some pork barrel earmarks, she calls them. That's spending by lawmakers back home on special projects.
I would do clawbacks on many of those earmarks. There needs to be more accountability in state government.
You're going after the pork and the budget, quote unquote.
Absolutely.
Well, the Trump administration looks at cutting Medicaid health care for the needy, and she is concerned. She does support basic health care for the needy in Michigan, but not added-on programs by the state health director, Elizabeth Hertel's department. Ms. Bolden describes the action this way.
We've seen a very rogue department institute at the 11th hour optional services, that really are not practical.
So with the two sides headed in opposite directions, finding common ground in the middle could be interesting or nearly impossible. Your view in Lansing, Tim Skubic, 6 News.